Internet. This is a live broadcast that will be explaining the trophies of the critically acclaimed video game Journey. I need to stop saying but there I think are 14 trophies connected to or correlated to the game Journey. I don't want to make this too long, but I wanted to go over some of the trophies that require a second player, or for you to meet another player in the game before we get started. I think out of the 14 there are 4. There is the one called Crossing, which means you have to beat the game with someone by your side. Another one is Companion, which entails what you would have to complete the game with the partner that you had from the start, or maybe just the majority of the trip. So if you started like at the beginning with this person in the game and finished the game, you would get this trophy. The trophy Reflection requires you to have another player sit with you for 20 seconds / meditate. And the last one is not necessarily a second player, but rather you have to meet 10 players, 10 different people along, I don't know how many journeys you do, because there is an incentive to do more than one journey, which is embroideries on your robe. You have your first set of embroideries after your first completion of the game, another set for your second, and your final one for your third completion of the game. That's enough talking. I've done 2 minutes and 30 seconds of it. So I'm going to get right into a new journey and show you everything that needs to be done for the rest of the trophies. Beautiful soundtrack. And for your guys' sake, I will not use the white robe in this playthrough, just to put myself in your guys' shoes if you haven't unlocked the white robe. Here comes the Traveler, getting poofed into existence. Of course, you can use the turning mechanism of the PS4 controller. I usually don't, I usually use the right stick. But as you can see, my character has these patterns on their robe, and I have acquired those through 3 playthroughs of the game. You simply have to complete the game all the way through 3 times to get all of the embroideries on your robe. It's that simple. We have to walk up to this hill here to start our journey. Man's ankles are getting weighed down by all the sand. Here we are. Truly an amazing sequence to start off a game. And you can, once that title pops up, you can go down as soon as you like. I like staring at it for a little bit. Alright, first things first. Let's go and grab our first glyph slash glowing symbol, or yes, glowing symbol. There are many of these, and one of the trophies is to collect all of them. I'll show you how to do so. Our first bit of robe, or scarf. Sorry, it is a scarf. Thank you, cloth creatures. Very much appreciated. If you hold down on circle and do this hymn, I think that's, or just a hum around these guys, they will help you fly as well, as you can see, which will give you a little bit of extra distance in this slow sequence. We're heading over to this desolated building. All we've done is walk from there along the path of tombstones. That hum sounded a bit different than all of my other ones. I've never heard something like that, but I don't think it has to do with anything special. Might have been an audio thing. This is important here too. These are called, the other things are called glowing symbols. These are glyphs. And they give you a backstory. Everyone seems to have died. And that's why there's all these tombstones outside. From here, you can just jump out of that building. We entered from the adjacent side. We're gonna make a quick pit stop here, and I'll explain to you what that is. This is what you unlock after obtaining all the glowing symbols. It's a white robe. And you might be asking, why would you want a white robe? Well, first off, it's amazing. It looks spectacular. And you have a longer robe at the, or not, I say robe, it's a scarf. You have a longer scarf to begin with. But like I said, for your guys' sake, I will play with the red robe to show you that this is all possible, even through your first playthrough. You can see here all the glowing symbols you've collected throughout your playthroughs. They will all pop up here. But to get the white robe, you have to do it in a single sitting / playthrough. This game can be done in a single sitting. It doesn't take that long. We have 3 glowing symbols in the first level, and only 1 glyph / history lesson. So I'm going to go ahead and go grab these glowing symbols, show you where they are. And once you grab a glowing symbol, it will infinitely, like, restore your magic. That's what it's called. I will release these cloth creatures so I can get across the bridge when I need to. The next one is to the left of that. You can just drop down here. You saw it. I dropped a little too far, but that's alright. You can simply fly right back up and grab it. Sorry. To get across this bridge, you sing a hymn, and they'll carry you across. Now, this pedestal slash statue will tell you whether you've gotten all the glowing symbols by lighting up which ones you've gotten. So if you, the left one is the one at the beginning that we got, and the second one is the one that was on that pillar in the sand, and the other one was the one we got after the last one we got is the last one, the closest to the right on the statue. So we're gonna go ahead and get our history lesson from our ancestor. Tell us what we're in for. And that is the intro level. I'm going to say this now while the story is playing out. You can watch it while I talk. Everything besides the Wonder Trophy, which is to meet 10 different people along your journeys, and the Return Trophy, which is to start another journey after a week-long break. That's the one I didn't discuss, but you cannot achieve that until you've stopped playing for a week and you come back and complete another journey. So, what I'm trying to say is 12 out of the 14 trophies can be done in a single playthrough if you're lucky enough to have a... what's the word? I suppose a friend that will stick next to you through the entire ride. This is the Broken Bridge level. I do not see a companion down there, but you can see there's our first glowing symbol of the level. I'm going to go ahead and start repairing the bridge. Now, there's a trophy you can obtain on this level, and it's quite simple. I will show you how to obtain that trophy right now. As you can see, we are repairing this bridge with cloth creatures. And your intuition on your first playthrough might be to completely repair it. But to obtain this trophy, you want to avoid that. And yes, you can get over the bridge without completely repairing it. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a trophy. And it takes some accuracy and some skill. Rather timing than anything. So I'm sure any one of you who might be watching this can do it as well. I'm gonna go around and release all these cloth creatures just for namesake. I want to feel good about myself. The next place we'll be going, or heading over to, are those 2 long ribbons. We already got our first glowing symbol of the level. There are 2 here, or not 2, rather 3. And there is 1 history lesson / glyph that we need to get to complete another trophy. There are 10 history lessons that count towards the trophy across all levels. And through the first 2, there are only 2 history lessons. I don't want to confuse you guys too much, so I hope I'm not talking too much. If you just watch what I'm doing, instead of trying to listen to me, I'm sure you'll understand it far better. So we've completed 3/4 of the bridge. 3 sections out of the 4 have been completed, and that last section does not need to be repaired. It's that last big ribbon I passed by, right there. And as you can see, it would fill in that space. I'm not necessarily looking for a companion right now, but I could sit and wait for one if I wanted to, which is what you can do on your first playthrough when you get to this level. Is simply wait. You can do so by pressing the options button on your PS4 controller, and it will put your character in a sitting position, or rather a meditative state. There is no trophy for unlocking all of these cloth creatures, at least not in this level. That is the second glowing symbol of this level, but it is not the final one. We are heading towards that one now. Come on guys, help me here. Thank you. They're just kind of sitting there like, no, I don't want to help you. Right now we're on the right side of the bridge by this sandfall. I guess that's what you could call it. I'm getting this last ribbon over here. And you can see our last glowing symbol up there, and maybe you can see something down there as well. Here's our history lesson. The city has been covered in sand, it seems, and abandoned. That's what that says. Of course, I'm sure anyone could tell, but that is my transcription of that glyph. I'm heading to the bridge now, because we have gotten all the glowing symbols and the 1 glyph / history lesson we needed for our trophies. Remember, we are collecting all the glowing symbols and glyphs across these levels for the 2 trophies called Transcendence and History. I avoided the cloth creatures helping me across this bridge because, as you'll see, these ribbons fill up your magic for you. That is sad. I pushed it a little too hard, I think. As you can see, it takes timing. But if you had a companion, you could definitely do this far more easily. Okay. I've done this before with the white robe. I might wait for a companion to help me along the journey, but I do not want to make this broadcast too long. And you cannot get up from here. I'm only walking over here because I want to make sure I've acquired that glowing symbol. And it looks like I have, but it looked like I didn't. I only wanted to make sure. My hypothesis is that I've done this too much without the white, or with the white robe, that I'm used to having it. So doing it with this length of scarf is difficult. And I might need, and you guys might need, a companion to help you along. Because if you stick close to one another, you guys refill your scarf's magic. So I'm gonna sit here for a minute or so and see if we can come across a little buddy. The thing about connections in this game is that they work in an odd way. You can see that this bridge is not something that you would commonly see, and that has to deal with who you connect with. So, since my bridge isn't built like many others, I have a smaller chance of acquiring a companion. Ah, so close. That is highly disappointing. I'm sorry, guys. I honestly thought, and I am wrong, I honestly thought that you could do it without a companion. So maybe before you start repairing the bridge like I did, wait for a companion, and you'll be able to cross it together. Just make sure they don't repair the last bit of it. You can be angry with them and be like, no, follow me. This can be like your, follow me thing. I am truly sorry though. I thought it was doable. And I was wrong. I will go I'll go repair the last part of the bridge. Truth is, once you complete the playthrough and you've unlocked the white robe, you don't necessarily need a companion. You can pass by this completely repairing the bridge and come back to it because there is a level selects area at the intro level where you can pick your level. You can come back to this level with the white robe and cross it. That's just an idea. I am sorry for wasting time though, and I will get back to what we are supposed to be doing, which is getting trophies. This is not the scene you would want to see if you had a companion. If you have a companion, spot in before you completely repair it. Go ahead, grab them, and boost each other along that strip right there. We are now moving onward to the desert level. It is called the open desert level, and you'll see why in a second. I'm not close enough to all of them. That should have done it. There we go. As you can see, we've collected all 3 glowing symbols and the 1 history lesson we needed for that level. There will not be 1 history lesson and the same amount of symbols for every level. FYI. And if I were to complete the level without completing or collecting anything, those would still appear as if I collected it because I've done so in past playthroughs. But you must collect all of the glowing symbols in 1 playthrough to get the trophy. You cannot do so across multiple playthroughs. Oh, sorry. I just fact-checked myself. You can do so across multiple journeys. I'm sorry again. That is such bad information I've given you guys. You can collect all the symbols across multiple journeys. And that's why they glow even after you've started a new journey. That is my fault. Again, I've made 2 mistakes in a single broadcast, and that's honestly pretty embarrassing, but I hope you guys will forgive me, and we can move on to what we're supposed to be doing. I assure you that what I'm doing is the correct way of acquiring these trophies. At least in a single playthrough. From here, after you enter the open desert level, I usually head up here and grab that first ribbon, or unlock that first ribbon. Because in this level, getting all of these is an achievement / trophy. In this level, I am positive that there are... I think there is 1 glowing symbol, 2 glowing symbols, 3 glowing symbols, and 4. 4 glowing symbols in all. And 2 history lessons. This level is vast and big and hard to navigate. But from that ribbon, I've simply gone right. And up at this hill here, you'll see some pillars. This is extremely boring, yes. That is what you must do to get around. If you had the white robe, which I usually do, your magic refreshes once you hit the sand. But with a normal red robe, you cannot do so. Now from here, you will simply go forward from the pillars, and you'll come across a structure that contains a glyph / history lesson for you. Oh, another thing. This level is full of secrets, and I'm about to show you one. Over this hill, we're still going straight from the previous destination or location. So we just go over to this hill here, and we look to our left, and you can see this pit here. Now you can go down here, and there's this golden flower. This will grant you the Mirage trophy. It has to make that little guitar string note, chord sound, and then you get the trophy. That is called the Mirage trophy. And it's a reference to the other game, or the game company's other games. That game company is the company that made this game. And they have other ones too. Both all as beautiful as this game. Oh, and as you can see, if you go straight from the flower, you can see the next location with our glyph. These little fish will help you along your journey in refreshing your magic. You can use the hills to your advantage as well to move a little bit quicker. Here's our glyph. Everything is working in harmony, as we can see. Our cloth creatures are telling us to go this way. So we will do so. Our next destination is straight ahead, or backwards from the glyph, essentially. So if you're facing this way, you would turn around and come this way. You can follow these little rocks in the sand to guide yourself. And they will lead you to a destination. As you can see, there's something coming from the sky, landing right here at our next destination. The next glowing symbol. The second one in this level. Alright, from here, you'll want to get to this ridge of sand. It is a good landmark to lead you along the rest of the desert. And from here, you can see our final destination. But we cannot go there just yet. We're still traveling along this ridge here. I wish that those cloth fish didn't leave me, so they could help me here. They're sitting down there because I think I'm traveling over to the next location, but I'm not. We're heading over here. This is where you'll find your third glowing symbol. And another cloth creature you need to free. Now, I'm not too sure about how many cloth creatures there are in this level, but about every destination slash location has a few, or at least one. We want to ascend this tower, and at the top is our glowing symbol, increasing our scarf's length just a little bit more. Now from here, back that way along that ridge is our final destination, but from here, we want to go this way, where the cloth creature is leading us. Here we'll find our second and last history lesson slash glyph. And I think this is also the last cloth creature we need to free. We'll come back to that. They seem to be writing these mechanisms. And spoiler alert, they're called guardians. And they're not friendly. I have a companion. Hello. Here's our little buddy. This way. Well, I'm not gonna follow him. And if you get far away enough from your companion, you'll simply disconnect from one another. Which is what I would attempt to achieve now. Because if my companion will not follow me, I have different goals than him, slash her. So I'm gonna continue with the mission. If you follow the cloth creatures around, they'll show you where all these ribbons are. We simply went, if you were facing towards the glyph, you would turn around and come to this one. All of these mechanical pieces are the remains of guardians. And they were tasked with hunting down cloth creatures. We're freeing those cloth creatures. I think now we've freed all of them. they're leading me to our final destination here. A hand? Thank you. Very helpful. That sounded sarcastic, and I did not mean it to sound that way. Thank you, guys. Thank you, little guys. I'm going to wait for this last cloth creature to turn around and head up here with us. To be sure that we are not missing anything. Oh, they're following him. Well, I have different aspirations. We are moving on to our final destination. That's unfortunate. Jeez. The white robe is so nice. I cannot explain to you. Having the ability to recharge your robe's or your scarf's magic is amazing. Oh, there you are. I needed you over here. Hey, little guy. Get out of there. Now from here, most people would go to the right, but you can just kind of skip that. Head over here. Quite sure there's nothing you would miss along that side. Yes. And right here at the top is our last glowing symbol. So you see it's the left side of this entrance up to where you would see all companion. What are you doing? Where are you? I think I can leave. Oh, hello. I'm going to show them where this glowing symbol is. I think that means thank you. Hopefully it does, at least. I think they're on their first playthrough. We have a companion. Now we are receiving our history lesson. Every time I have attempted to guide one of my companions through this next level, they always seem to miss the gates. And the next level is important, just like the others, because there's an achievement in it. In this level, you'll want to pass through 15 gates while you're riding along the sand. And then this level, there are 3 glowing symbols and 2 glyphs. I sounded a bit unsure there, but I was thinking about where the second glyph was, and I remembered that there was where it was. And that it was there. This is one of the best levels in this game. Not to say that the other levels aren't good, they're amazing. It's hard to top all these levels. Yeah. We are going to go left here. There are more gates along this side. Every time you pass through a gate and you haven't gotten the achievement yet, it'll make a nice sound when you pass through it. And we're going to continue going left from that. That was our first glowing symbol. Make sure you go through the middle there, or at least you plan to. Because our companion there had a little bit of trouble, and that's because they didn't plan to do so, and they adjusted late. And once you drop off here, here's our second glowing symbol. Right on this little ledge. Usually there's a ribbon there, but there isn't. I wonder if I glitched the game out. Odd. This way. Everyone is, once again, talking. And they're in harmony. Peace. From there, you'll simply want to get this ribbon. There are usually 3 ribbons you need to unlock, but we simply didn't have to. You'll want to use these cloth creatures to get up. And once again, just be ready to do what I do. We're gonna be turning hard here. Hard to the right. You can't get that first one, but you can get that second one. Oh! Okay. Don't do what I did there. Just pass through it. And from here, you can jump off the ramp. God darn it. Alright. Ooh, this is a mess. This is a mess. Gosh, that was bad. I am so sorry. What you would want to do is take the right side And I think with this level, it'd be easier to come back to in the level selection intro, or the intro level at the level selection. Once you have the white robe, you can do that with ease. And grab that symbol. Just make sure to go through the gates, unlike me. I'm trying to do this in one shot, and I was just not playing well. I think you can go from the left side if you wanted to and still get all the gates, and it's easier to get onto that ledge where that glowing symbol is. But it is doable with the white robe, like I said, from the right side. Because you'll have the extra bit of scarf. You know what I'm surprised about? The fact that we didn't die from that landing. Right here is our second glyph. Oh. It seems that they've ripped apart a cloth. I think that symbolizes the start of a war. Broken peace. And on to the next. There are those guardians I talked about. And we rise. In this next level, there are 4 glowing symbols and 1 glyph / history lesson. This level carries an achievement with it as well, just like the last one, if you pass through all the gates correctly. What you're going to encounter here is one of those guardians. And what they'll try to do is spot you with a spotlight, and if it becomes red, they will tear your scarf. In this level, you want to avoid that, and I'll show you how. It's particularly easy. All you have to do is stay on the left. Boop. Our companion tried to do what we did. I wanted to be nice and give them some magic. Getting stuck on walls now, here we are. Our first glowing symbol on this level will be up here. In this diagonal compartment, or slanted compartment, rather. I want to come down here and grab it. Our companion did so as well, which is good. Getting the first 3 on this level is quite simple. All you have to do is be, you know, you have to have a good eye. But they're also not as hidden as others. As you can see, our next one is in this compartment. Did I just jump on my companion's head? I am sorry, buddy. There's our next glowing symbol. From there, you can come over here, where you'll encounter your first cloth jellyfish. The thing about these is that another glowing symbol is hidden up here. On one of these cloth, not gloth. Yes, the gloth. They're black cloth jellyfish. Oh, I've lost all my magic, it seems. They're cloth and they're goth. Black cloth jellyfish. Anyway, there's our third glowing symbol. You scared? Follow me. You'll be alright. This bit here is masterfully implemented. That's foreshadowing. That light's on? Why? Why would that light be on? You'll find out why. Look at that cloth creature. So nice. Come back, come back, come back. I don't think you necessarily have to hide behind that, but I like to, just to be sure you can obtain the achievement. I also like to drag my companion back through. They'll be like, oh my, oh my. First time I saw that, I jumped a little bit, to be completely honest. It is scary if you have your volume up and headphones in. It still sometimes scares me when I play through the game. But I make sure I'm ready for it every time. I usually like to stop here. Don't want my companion to get caught. So we'll wait here for a minute. And unfortunately, those cloth creatures over there are about to get yoinked. Unfortunately. Our first and only glyph/history lesson is right around this corner to the left, which is where I said we would be staying for the majority of this level. Should let my companion get that. That's the tower we were at the open desert level, where we saw the compartments turning and creating these guardians, as they're called. We'll run along here and fly through these bits of opening to stay on the left side. Making noise doesn't alert them, but getting in their spotlight. And you want to avoid that to earn the trophy. My first playthrough through this section, my scarf got torn like I would say 3 times. Because I simply didn't know the mechanic of how those guys worked. And once I understood it, I was like, sweet, my scarf is gone. And I have nothing left. So, our glowing symbol is down here. This is our 4th and final glowing symbol of the level. And from here, we progress towards the next one. The next level, rather. And here, it's important to tell you that you can be spotted. Because it's meant to happen. You're fine, don't worry. My companion here is terrified. Getting over here. As you can see, there are 4 glowing symbols. And on to the next. Now from that, you should have gotten the Trials trophy. And then on the previous level, when we were going through the gates, that's called the Adventure Trophy. And that's on the Sunken City level. Both with the Sunken City level and the Broken Bridge level, once you acquire all the glowing symbols, you want to go back and do them again to acquire the trophies, which are to not completely repair the bridge and cross it, and obtain the last glowing symbol that you can't get if you don't have the White Robe. First, you would want to go to the Sunken City to get that last glowing symbol. You just go on the left side instead and acquire it, and once you do so, you'll get the Transcendence trophy, and you can proceed to the Broken Bridge level and cross it alone without a companion. But if you do have a companion and you're lucky enough, you can do both of those things in one playthrough, rather than having to go back when you could have done so with a companion. I'm gonna sit with my companion. Sit with me. Now, to get this reflection trophy, you must sit with your companion for more than 20 seconds. So, I'm going to trust my companion here and sit with him until he gets the trophy, because I'm not counting the seconds. So as soon as he gets up, and I hope he says thank you in a way, maybe he'll just tell me to get up, I'll get up. This is what you would want to do with a random person, because you can just communicate. Oh, see? That's what he did. And you just have to hope that your companion will alert you. I think that was a thank you. And on this level, there are 4 glowing symbols, and only 1 glyph / history lesson. I need to remember to let my companion get those. This temple is essentially a retelling of your story. You are meant to be here. You were born for this. Follow me. Just want to come along these platforms. Use the cloth creatures to fly to your next glyph. These do not count towards your achievement. These are just a retelling of your journey. Literally. And this spirit air, I assume it's air because otherwise you'd drown if you'd stay in this, if you'd stay in it that long. But maybe you don't. I'm quite sure the next one is over here. You can send the spirit water / spirit air and come over here. That is to the right of the second glyph in this temple. That doesn't count towards your achievement. But the glowing symbol does, and it's upward. Now you can climb along these cloth jellyfish up to your next glyph. I'm sorry for pausing with my sentences. I'm a bit tired. But we are nearing the end of our journey. We've so far gotten 2 out of the 4 glowing symbols, and right now we're heading towards the one glyph that will count towards your achievement. The head, one of our I'll explain that later. I think the one that had a tomb made for them is the one we've been talking to. And they died. And now they're telling us to not make the same mistakes. So we got the one glyph and our third glowing symbol. Now what we want to do our companion here is being very helpful. Oh. I'm gonna go ahead and stop messing around and come over here. Make it easier on me and him. Or her. I'm quite sure that is the last glowing symbol. We acquired the one at the very beginning, the one in the hidden compartment. And the one in the tower, and the one in that side building. That's 4. And we got the one glyph, for our history lesson, we'll be coming back down here. So, just be aware. Gonna travel along here. Speedster over here drifting along the cloth creature's ribbons. Now it's gonna go up this last bit here, yep. And what you want to do is come down. Is he following me? Good. Because down here is the trophy. Or what you need to acquire the trophy, named Ancestors. It's the mysterious creature they spoke of. And I believe it's in here. And I'm gonna trust that my companion has gotten the achievement. Okay. I'll take that as a yes. I've gotten the achievement. And your job as essentially a guide, once you've gotten every achievement, is to build more people that are knowledgeable about the game and that love it as much as you do. That's how you build a community. That is the job I've given you as a guide. Ooh, where did my companion go? Companion. Oh, hello. 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 There we go. A big The leader of our ancestors is showing us that, yes, this was meant for us. And you can see, it will show you which levels you've completed alone and with a companion. This is the open desert. This is Sunken City. This is the underground passageway. We went through the temple. And our last challenge is the mountain. Alright, on to the next. You need to be close to me, man. Being close to one another creates warmth through magic. And it allows you to keep your magic in your scarf for longer. There's another guardian. Our companion is following us quite closely, which is nice. As a guide, having someone follow you this closely is nice. Up here there are strong winds, and you use these to block that wind. Like my companion is, I'm pretty sure you can stand a little bit further back from it. You can see being close to one another makes things better. And in between strong ones, you'll just simply want to do what I'm doing. Going behind the next pillar, one after another. And if you're guiding someone, make sure they follow. You can dodge this last pillar, you don't exactly need to stand behind it. In this level, there is a single... Wait, no. There are two glyphs that count towards your total count for your achievement. The history achievement / trophy. As you can see, me and my companion are completely frost-free while sticking close to one another. Oh. I like saving this little guy. I mean, I don't exactly save him, but I make him warm for a little bit, which I guess up here is nice. Those damn guardians. It's harder and harder to keep your magic up when you don't have someone. And as you get higher and higher up, the higher it will be, or harder it will be. Right here, you want to make a pit stop. It's a heater up here that runs with magic. and you can stop this from happening for a little bit. Sorry, I kicked my drawer by accident, if you heard that. Up here is our first history lesson. Of the level. It's war. Our ancestors fought each other. Two separate tribes, probably. From here, you'll just want to follow the path. Here's where you want to take a different approach. Stay behind me, buddy. We'll get through this. I'm not sure whether... Oh. The wind is not allowing me. As you can see up there, there is a path. You want to go to this path after going through those three, I got you, buddy. Alright, let's go. After going through those three little compartments of the Guardian and avoiding him, you want to go over to this little pillar here. It leads you to a secret passageway. As you can see, there was a little bit of a ribbon before that, indicating where we'll want to go. And see, the effects of the cold is really visible now. We're good. We got shelter. And here is our second glyph / history lesson. Go ahead and get a companion. Our ancestors trekked up this mountain as well. That's why we're doing it. And I'm sure, I think that's all there is for this level. The two glyphs / history lessons, and you're done for achievements right now. All you have to do is continue with your companion and get through safely, which we're going to do so by avoiding this Guardian's damn spotlight. Let's keep moving, buddy. As you can see, cloth creatures are falling out of the sky after getting killed. Let him come back again. This was the better option. The Guardian does not seem to see our scarves in the snow. Or does he have or spatial awareness at all? No. I'm sorry, buddy. Through there. No! I'm so sorry. That was just bad timing. You're alright, you're alright. He'll be okay. Oh. Let's get through the rest of this. We can do it. That was all my fault. We should have waited a little bit longer. And that's what you're gonna go through if you guide people. You're gonna make mistakes. We all do. You got it, yeah, just use the last bit there. Oh god. You're okay. I'm good, I'm good. I have a longer scarf than you, unfortunately. That wasn't supposed to happen. Kind of upset about that. It sucks failing your, who you're guiding. We are frosty. Alright. Jeez, these ones, man. Oh my gosh, dude. Okay. Normally you would wait there, but... Jeez. man. That was obnoxious. Okay, let's get up here as quickly as we can. You're not supposed to get through this next part here. But you can if you're really, really good with your timing. No! There we go. We'll be okay. I didn't know which one it was for a minute because we're so frosted, we look the same. Once we start slowing down up here, that's usually when I stop. Usually when you get to a certain point of being slow, it just stops you. Or you can stop yourself. This is supposed to be an emotional part. I'll let my companion experience that. Now, after this sequence, we will be completing the crossing achievement, the rebirth achievement, and the companion achievement. All at once. To complete the companion achievement, remember you have to play with the same companion throughout the majority of your journey. The rebirth achievement is simply finishing the game and returning to the beginning. Crossing is reaching the end of the game with a companion. That's as simple as it gets. Now the council decides our fate. They lift me out of the snow and be like, alright boy, gotta get back to business. They send me to the heavens. And we're at the summit. Follow me. You'll want to stick close to your companion so you don't separate / disconnect. It's happened to me a lot. Where you get so excited and you accidentally fly a little too high. Okay. You still here with me? Or her? And as you can see, we've been blessed with power. Our hums and hymns are more powerful than before. And we have unlimited magic. Let me hear ya. This is usually where the part where you get lost because of how bright it is. I hope my companion can simply follow the jellyfish. And he did. Or her. I need to stop mentioning the fact they did. There we go. I don't know them, so... Okay, there he is. Stick with me. I think he's right behind me. I did it again. She or he. They. Gosh. I just assume. Which is bad. Regardless though, we're at the summit. And I've guided someone to the end with me. This is our happy jingle. Here we go. Off into the light. Not the perfect guide, but I hope you understood it. I guided someone else through it as well, as best as I could. Not my best job, but regardless, I hope you enjoyed watching me play through the game, and hopefully I helped you along the way. Here come the credits. I am going to end the broadcast now. I hope you enjoyed, and thank you guys for watching me play Journey and guiding you through. I hope that some of you will do what I try to do and guide new players throughout this game, because there are many people out there that don't have the resources that others do, whether it be, you know, a phone or something as, you know. Regardless, build a good community and stay classy.